It is absolutely my pleasure to introduce you all to Caitlin Hart. Caitlin is a graduate student in environmental policy and planning at Tufts University. She received her Master's of Fine Arts degree in historic preservation from the Savannah College of Art and Design and her Bachelor's of Art History from Tufts University. Caitlin has been working diligently this summer on providing information that will inform our Energy and Climate Action Committee on where we are in regards to meeting some of our short-term goals in reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and will help identify implementation measures for moving forward in the future. Caitlin's been a wonderful addition to the Town of Amherst Conservation and Development team. Her calming presence, steadfast work ethic, and self-reliance have made my work as mentor incredibly easy and definitely rewarding. Caitlin's passion for decarbonization is probably only surpassed by her love of animals, specifically her cat.
Thank you for those kind words, Stephanie, and apologies for any vocal cats that you may hear in the background while I speak. Next slide, please. Thank you. This summer, the town of Amherst is confronting its carbon emissions, already on the road to reduction, and with a 2025 emission goal fast approaching. Amherst is asking itself, where are we now? And how do we get where we want to go? The town of Amherst has established ambitious emission reduction goals using a baseline year of 2016 with the ultimate goal of 100% reduction by 2050 and interim goals set for 2025 and 2030. A greenhouse gas or GHG inventory is an essential step toward carbon neutrality as a tool to assess progress and to inform the next steps. As a sustainability fellow this summer, I updated the town's 2016 inventory, accounting for the community's 2022 emissions, so Amherst could know where they stand. This updated GHG inventory will help Amherst to identify the community's biggest emitters, prioritize projects based on potential impact, and understand how and where to support and incentivize community climate action. Next slide, please. Super, thank you. In their GHG accounting, Amherst includes both a municipal inventory, which includes emissions associated with the town's buildings, facilities, and vehicle fleet, or basically everything the town owns, operates, and controls. And it also includes a community-wide inventory, which includes municipal emissions plus all other emissions from activity within the town of Amherst. So this means residences, businesses, travel, and the 3 higher education institutions that call Amherst home. So after completing both the municipal and the community-wide inventories, I've summarized my findings into 3 high-level points. First, high-level point is that Amherst is on the right track. Its emissions are moving in the right direction, decreasing in both the municipal and the community-wide realms, although there is still a gap to close. Second, buildings are the biggest emitters, followed by transportation, which is no huge surprise. And third, municipal emissions are a very small slice of Amherst's community-wide emissions pie. Next slide, please. So now that Amherst has some idea of where they stand with these inventories, they can plan for how they want to move ahead. My final report will offer recommendations based on my findings, identifying major players and possibilities that can help move climate action forward. And this will involve identifying collaborators, those who have the expertise, enthusiasm, and/or control to actually reduce emissions, opportunities, especially opportunities for financial support, including the slew of federal funding that the Inflation Reduction Act and the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law may offer, and actions, which will highlight actions that have already been recommended in the town's 2021 Climate Action Adaptation and Resilience Plan, or CARP, and that may align with collaborators and opportunities that are at the ready. So in closing, I want to extend special thanks to the town of Amherst for hosting me this summer, especially to Stephanie and to Jeremiah for making this work possible. Thanks to our advisors, Shannon, Cameron, and Emily. And thank you to my cohort of fellows, especially Miguel, who I had the pleasure of working with in Amherst Town Hall. Thank you.
Fantastic, Caitlin. Thank you so much. Letting folks come in here with some comments, getting lots of kudos. Very clear presentation. Cameron says, what are the 2 to 3 most important strategies for reducing community-wide greenhouse gas emissions is a question he is wondering about.
Sure. I think that we talked a little bit about this. Miguel and I had the opportunity to present to Stephanie, Jeremiah, the town manager, and others. And I think community education is a big component of this puzzle. As I mentioned, sorry, I have a hungry cat. As I mentioned, the municipal operations are a very, very small part of the emissions of the community. And so I believe that educating homeowners and property owners will be an important strategy, as well as exploring programs that will support their transition off of fossil fuels. And Stephanie, I don't know if you want to speak to this question as well.
No, I think you did a great job at summarizing, and that is really, I think the community piece has always been the challenge, because it's the piece that we have the least absolute control over. So that is a challenge, but it's great when we can actually clearly present it and we have this information that's so well graphed and displays the picture in a very clear and concise way that will help us educate the public. So thank you for all your great work, Caitlin. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And one other quick question. Does the category buildings include houses in town in terms of sources?
It does. Okay. Yes. So it includes housing, which is the residential sector is a smaller emitter than kind of the commercial sector of emitters. And then we also have UMass Amherst, Amherst College, and Hampshire College, and those three, but really UMass Amherst account for nearly 50% of the emissions. So all of their building stock is included in that as well.
Great. Thank you, Caitlin.